Hey guys, I'm working on a fun little project today that I thought would be good to do together. It's a product I've never used before, so let's see how this goes. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of their website. I ran into these guys at High Point Market down in North Carolina. It's the market that they do for interior designers twice a year to showcase, products and furniture and fun stuff. And I've just been in love with this ever since, and been wanting to try their product out. So if you click through their website, you can see that you can essentially do anything that you want. And the reason that I was interested in them is because so many times there's art laying around, pictures laying around, and you don't really know what to do with them, and you can't come up with a good solution. So this is a piece of the art that I'm going to put in my frame. It's just a little, I was first learning about alcohol inks, and this was just sort of the first kind of fun thing that I did that I really liked. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on that little wall over there. You just saw me point at the wall, I'm sure, on the other side of the camera. And I have this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous John Beard art print that I love. And so I thought just another fun pop of color to balance that out would be great. So here's what comes in our package when we get the package. There's a template. So we're going to decide whether we're going to, hang it vertical or hang it horizontal. Template's really well laid out. It tells you to use a level. I thought that was a little disconcerting that they have so much extra stuff on the outside. This is our colored piece. I wanted to try the color just to see how how much pop it gave the space, and it has a backing on it that we're going to peel off when it's all installed. I opted for the gold little brackets to hold it up just because I thought that would be super fun, and I thought that was a really fun color combination there. And then this is going to be a top piece. These come, there's a simple version that comes with just one glass that you install, and then there's magnets that go on top of your piece of art. Which is a great option if you're looking for, you have that kid that likes to bring home his artwork, her artwork, and some of it, is a lot better than they realized, and some of it they think is a lot better than it actually is. So it's a good option for changing things out. Okay, I did decide that I want to go ahead and hang this horizontally. So, like I said, they gave you the template, but they gave you this rough edge across the top. So luckily I have my little handy dandy Philip Jeffries tape measure that has a little built-in level. So we're just going to make sure that we put this right along the line here so that the line itself is centered, not the piece of paper. So that looks pretty good. So we're going to mark our little holes that I already punched out here. There we go. You always want to, when you're marking anything, you always want to use a pencil, just because it's a whole lot easier to take care of later if you screw up. Okay, we're going to pop our anchors in. They should be just about, they should fit in and then just be a little bit hard to get in. And we're going to knock those with a hammer just to get them nice and flush. Once we get them all in here. You want them far enough in that you don't bend them when you go to knock them flush. So if you need to, drill them just a little bit more, it's a good idea. It's a little tight. Like my old-fashioned framing hammer. I love it. I think it's so cute. So we're gonna just knock these guys in. I did that kind of gently because we don't want to angle this at all, because we don't want to mark up the wall above it, because the last thing I want to do right now is patch the wall or touch up the wall. So I'm just going to give these one more quick check just to make sure everything lines up. It's absolutely perfect. I could not be happier. So we're going to peel off our backing here. We're going to pull it really slowly in case I want it to rip or tear. Really excited. I have been like wanting these things for 2 solid years now. Okay, this is how these guys work. The top piece unscrews, and you get this little bracket that holds the picture away from the wall. And down inside there is our screw. So we need a long, thin Phillips head screwdriver. So you want to make sure your screwdriver is thin enough that it fits into this, because you have to have the screw down in there when you go to fit it. I'll knock this guy in just a little bit more here. I'd usually be a little more aggressive with pounding these things in, because usually whatever you're hanging is covering up these, but since we're not covering them up. So I do have an attachment that goes on my drill. I'm kind of back rolling the bracket in there to get it nice and tight and flush. Now you do notice that these stick out of the wall a little bit, and you'll see when I get it all mounted. One more little level check here. Oh, I am so good. And then we're going to place our image. It does have on the template the diagram. I've been doing this so long, I'm pretty good at eyeballing it. Obviously you do want it to be exact. This has a lot of movement going on, so if it were like super geometric, you'd want to measure it out exactly, but just for the sake of demonstration, I'm just throwing it up there. So the paper on our second piece of acrylic, I guess because it's not frosted, comes off a lot easier. So we're just gonna, and I say that and then I rip it. So we're gonna put the protected side back towards the picture, and then we'll give this a good little wipe once it's all done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen these guys. Actually, this one in particular. And I'm trying really hard not to get fingerprints on the back of this. Okay, the instructions say to tighten everything on there, so I give everything a good twist. And then it says to let it breathe. So we're gonna moving it ever so slightly. I'm not even moving it like hardly 1/8 of an inch.